We have MJ here, who is a wonderful lady who did one of my workshops a little less than a year ago. And this is her first year as a dog trainer. So, MJ, if you don't mind, tell me what happened. You told me some already, and just kind of give me the brain dump of what happened since you did the workshop, when you started your business and all that stuff. Start with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, God, the years are just flying by here. Basically, I had decided that I wanted to go out on my own as a dog trainer. We lived in a new city. I didn't find any other dog trainers that I kind of jived with. And I was mentally ready, but I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I had no idea how to run a business, how to start what I needed. So one day I took the jump. I filed for sole proprietorship. Nothing else, was kind of going to wing it. I had a full-time job at a veterinary hospital that I was really unhappy at, but I was like, well, I'll just take baby steps. I'll figure it out as I go. I didn't really plan on taking clients anytime soon. So I took Molly's workshop in, I think it was January.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is the great first step. I don't know what I'm doing. So the big takeaway, I mean, I took away so much, but was how to make my programs. Because like, looking back to what I had jotted down as ideas before I took the workshop, I mean, I never would have been able to live off of those prices comfortably at all, if not even comfortably, but at all. So I took the workshop. I spent a couple months working full time after the workshop, setting up my programs, kind of fine tuning things. And then I started taking clients shortly after, but not a whole lot. And I was like, well, this will just be a part-time thing. It'll be my thing on the side for a couple of years, was what I thought. By May, my sales were 7,000 for May alone. And I was like, okay, I'll take the jump. I'll quit my full-time job. We'll see where this goes. For June, my sales were 15,000, which was higher for a month than I thought I was going to get for years.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good month. It felt good. Since then, I've been averaging between 7,000 and 9,000 a month, which is great for my husband works too, so everyone's finances are different, but for us, I've been able to live really comfortably off that. I had some medical stuff pop up unexpectedly in June as well. That was pretty scary, and I can't imagine having to ask my boss for all the time off that I needed for surgery and doctor's appointments, and how stressful that would have been. So the workshop really gave me not just the ability to make my programs work and my training business work and how to sell, because that was the one part of dog training I didn't have any experience with, was selling.
Yeah.
Like, I had done the training part, but the doing consultations, I had no idea what I was doing. So Molly's steps for that really helped me as well. And just, I'm happier. I have the time to work on my own dogs that I never had before. I have time to go to seminars. I just went to a JJack seminar. I'm going to another one in February, so I'm super excited. I can put those on the business account, so it's not personal, it's business. And it's just so nice to be able to do all that.
That's awesome. That's so great. So when you did the workshop, you said that before that you had come up with numbers that you wouldn't have been able to live off of. So did you tell me that it was something like $50 an hour, $50 a session, or something you were just going to charge by the session? Is that right?
Yep. It was like, I think it was 75 a lesson was what my idea was.
Yeah.
So looking back, I don't know how I would have made that work.
That's great. So that average of $7,000 to $9,000 a month, is that just private lesson programs?
Yep. Just private lessons.
That's awesome. And you're not overstretched. You have time off. You can spend with your own dogs.
I have so much time off. Usually I take 2 days a week off, but once a month I'll take like 5 or 6 days in a row. Usually it's for a seminar or a dog sport thing or something like that. Oh, just being able to switch it up month to month based on I'm starting to get into dog sports, so I can choose based on the classes that I want to take, what days I work, or being able to take holidays off, because I never used to do that. So that's really nice. I'm taking a whole week off for Christmas.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's so great.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, aside from being able to make a great income and still have plenty of time off and everything else, and being able to spend time on things that are important to you in your regular life, aside from your business, like going to the seminars and having time off for recovery from the medical stuff and everything else, this being your first year in your business, you said this is something you've wanted since you were a kid. You know, so much drama in the last few years with COVID and everything else, that like this is a big deal to you, right? To be able to accomplish this.
Yeah, this is a huge, huge deal. I honestly didn't know as a kid that I wanted to do dog training, but I knew I wanted to own a business. My dad has always owned his own business, and it was just so nice to be able to give my clients the quality of service that I think they deserve, and to be able to tailor things to dog. Companies I've worked for in the past have been very like, we treat every dog this way. So I have a lot of flexibility. I get to maintain relationships with my clients. So I do, even after training, I do pack walks. So it's nice to be able to see my clients throughout the year. And it's just, it really, really has changed my whole mental mindset on life. Like life was very stressful before, and now there's still stresses there, but overall life is fun. It's so nice.
Yeah. That's awesome. And this is something I don't have to include in the video, but I'm just curious, have you figured out how much you make on average per client or how much you make per hour now with the programs?
So my most popular program is 1625 for 6 lessons. So let me do the quick math on that. That's about $270 per lesson. I think I sign up about 6 new clients a month. So we're doing 6 to 7 depending on program, but I never made this money as an employee somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Being like, if you're averaging between 7 and 9, that's like practically a 6-figure income approximately per year, which is amazing for your first year as a dog trainer to do that. That's so great.
Yeah. It's actually, I mean, so I really started taking clients in like May. So it's been 7 months or so, maybe, of full-time dog training. And my sales for the end of the year are going to be just above 50,000.
That's great. That's so really great. Exciting. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. I know. I was looking, well, before your workshop and all this, I was worried that it was going to take years to be able to go full-time. And I was worried about the difference of how do I do a full-time or a part-time job that I have to go to a schedule and fit in my clients and do all this work on the side. And then I was worried I was going to fail, because a lot of small businesses fail in their first couple of years. And now I'm so excited to see where I can go next.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have a lot more confidence in your potential now then too.
A lot more. I used to, like when I first set my prices after your workshop, which I have gone up in twice since then, the very first consult I winced. I was like, I do not want to say these prices to someone. I'm not worth that. And she was like, yeah, no problem. Here's my card. And I was like, oh my God. Like I called my husband when I left. I was like, some lady just paid me this much money to do this. And the confidence to go in and say, especially now, because in the beginning I would say those prices and every now and then someone would be like, oh, that's a lot. And it would hurt my confidence. I'd be like, oh, maybe I can't charge this month for this much. And now when someone says, oh, that's too much, I'm like, okay, here's another trainer. No problem. I'm not worried about losing the one person, because I know there are more coming and they're going to be worth it.
Yes, that's so great. I'm so proud of you for that attitude. That's amazing, because being able to know who you are meant to work with and being able to, turn away the people who are not and all that is a skill as well. So that's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Well, it's all because of your workshop. So
no, it's all because you applied it. That's what I always say. It's like, it wouldn't work if you didn't do it. So you did the hard part and you actually applied it. So congratulations for that, because that's amazing.
Thank you.
Very well done. I'm so happy. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Well, I think that covers all my questions. Is there anything else you can think of that you want to share about what you liked about the workshop or why you decided to join or anything like that?
I don't have any questions. I will say that because there's a couple other like dog trainer coaches out there, and the way that you do things is just so relatable. Like you talk in a way that people feel like they can talk to you and follow along, and it's fun. And I really appreciate that, because I get bored easy, but I also get intimidated by things that I don't understand. And you explain things in a way where it's like, okay, I get that. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really try to make it easy to follow. So, totally know what you mean about getting bored quickly. I'm the same way. I'm like a dog. I, get distracted really easily, can only pay attention to one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I will stay in touch, and just let me know if you need anything or if you have any other questions, or, just let me know how things continue to go and grow for you. If you, have any challenges or struggles along the way, just keep me posted.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.